Oh, sorry. Hockey's back! Yes! Oh, this is great. Sorry, I was just polishing the Lord Stanley there. But the quest for the cup begins, ladies and gentlemen. This is very exciting news. A lot of things to get down over in this video, a lot of things to talk about, but I think the biggest thing out of this, right? Hockey's coming back. We have dates for when the Flyers are going to be starting to play again. What is up, everybody? My name is Chris. Today, as I said, a lot of things to talk about, and really to get started, I think one of the biggest things about this is the CBA and the NHL, NHLPA. It is all now ratified. It's done. It is completed, and everybody is agreed on terms for the next, for these playoffs to start in these next few years, especially with Olympic hockey and everything along those lines. But as for the Flyers, the playoffs will start August 1st. There'll be a bunch of games on that day. The Flyers do not play that day. The games that are August 1st will be Carolina and the New York Rangers, Florida and the Islanders, Pittsburgh and Montreal, Chicago and Edmonton, and Winnipeg and Calgary. And the Flyers will start August 2nd versus the Boston Bruins in Toronto. And then they will play again August 6th versus the Washington Capitals, and August 9th versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Those three games are the round-robin games, as I said before, and as it's been stated many times before. It is regular season rules, regular season points, so 2 points if you win, 0 points if you lose in regulation, and 1 point if you lose in overtime or shootout. And yes, the game's 3-on-3 overtime and a shootout as well. But this is going to be fun. There will be 52 games in 9 days. So that's a lot. Now, it obviously could shrink it could shrink, It could shrink, and then we could also see, maybe some series go longer, some be different, and all this stuff. But it looks like there's going to be, if every series were to play out where it would be 5 games for every one, then it would be 6 games a day. So starting August 3rd, it will be 6 games a day, and the 1st and 2nd for August there are 5 games. But obviously, they're going to a lot of the games. The series are not. I'm 100% certain that not all of them are going to be 5-game series. Some of them could be 3, some could be 4, and things along those lines. But really, the most important thing is that the Flyers can get a couple wins under them. I think they can beat all 3 of these teams. I think they can lose to all 3 of these teams. They could split versus all 3 of these teams. It really matters about how they play and how they control their game. I'm not necessarily worried, about any team. I think all 3 teams are honestly pretty even. And it's like, I think the Flyers are going to do good. I think the Flyers, they're going to have a tough task ahead of them, but I think they're going to be okay. I think there's a lot of good series here in this playing round. I'm very excited to see, some of these Western Conference matchups. I'm excited for Chicago and Edmonton. That's one that's been like, who wins that? It's either some people say Edmonton's going to blow them out, or Chicago's going to pull up an upset, or there's really no in between. Vancouver, Minnesota, I'm very excited for. Pittsburgh and Montreal, I'm a little excited for. Also a little bit nervous because the Penguins also might have a chance at the draft lottery and things like that. Carolina and the Rangers doesn't necessarily help the Flyers. Obviously, with the Rangers having Carolina's pick from the Brady Shea trade and things along those lines. But I'm very excited for a lot of these games. And as you see here with the schedule up on the screen right here, there are a lot of games. Moving on, basically, they also announced the hotels. So the Flyers, they'll be staying in Hotel X in Toronto, very nice hotel. And the teams that will be staying there will be the Boston Bruins, Washington Capitals, obviously the Flyers, Pittsburgh, and Tampa Bay. So those are the 5 teams there. There's also more, the teams and who's be staying in which each hotel. I'll put a link to that article with everything on there of who is staying at what hotel in the description below. But here are some more critical dates. So July 13th, the training camps will open. July 26th, they will travel to the hub cities. July 28th to the 30th, there will be the exhibition games. So those are the games that do not count. August 1st is when the Stanley Cup qualifiers begin. August 10th, which is a day off for the playoffs, is phase 2 of the NHL draft lottery. So that will basically be when you have all of the redrawings for who gets the number 1 overall pick, and then from 15 to 9 as well. and then obviously number 1. So those seven or eight teams there will be slotted, and the 8 teams that lose in the playoffs will be raffled off into that little thing. August 11th, the first round begins. August 25th, the second round begins. September 8th, the conference finals begins. September 22nd is the Stanley Cup final begins. October 4th is the last possible day of the Stanley Cup final. And October 9th is the 2020 NHL draft. Now you see the asterisk there on those dates as this is up on the screen right now. Those are all tentative dates, so those are subject to change if needed, if something goes longer, if a bunch of things like that. There's been talk where the last possible day of the final is either the 2nd or it's the 4th. It can change because obviously with everything going on. But again, anything can change at this point, and really, the NHL can cancel this at any point as well. They could just say, hey, something happened, cannot play anymore, and that would be it. But thankfully, nothing goes wrong. We will be seeing some hockey and things along those lines. Last thing here from, this is a tweet that I found from Pat Steinberg. He is the Calgary Flames radio announcer. And Flames and other NHL teams expected to announce training camp rosters / details this weekend. Could be as early as today once new CBA is confirmed. This was tweeted around 12 o'clock this afternoon today on Friday the 10th. So again, and obviously now that the CBA is confirmed, we will hopefully be seeing some analysis of the roster details and all this stuff, who's going, who's staying, and things along those lines for players. And obviously now that the CBA is confirmed, we will hopefully be seeing some analysis of the roster details and all this stuff, who's going, who's staying, and things along those lines for players wise. As we said, we brought it up with the podcast for Flyers Nitty Gritty. 31 players, 52 allowed in the bubble. So we will see what happens here with the Flyers. But the biggest thing out of this, ladies and gentlemen, the quest for Lord Stanley is on its way. And it's funny, I've had this in my room since 2014. That's how long I've had it. And honestly, I'm ready to raise this one, and I'm ready for the Flyers to raise the real one as well. Because, man, it has been a long time, and I had to polish it off a little bit as well in the beginning of the video, which I hope you got a little laugh out of as well. But remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.